close to the hour can also be a bit of a nerve-wracking experience. I'm going to show you something that I'd have a look at. It's going into profit slowly, but this is on a very, very low time frame, and you can see how the price just struggled to get through. There's some supports over there, some resistance over there. There was also a trend line over there wrapped on top of it. And another thing, which wasn't intentionally done, but it could turn against you, is that on this very low time frame, it also shows that the purchase of the long position was put in right, well, virtually on top of those things. So now you have to sit through that pain or that stress. It's not pain yet, but it's a lot of stress. Even though the price is above T1, T0, you have to sit through this stress for the price to go above it. Once it goes above it, that's when you can start making the moolah again. If I take another time frame, this time the 5 minute, you'll see how it's been very slow growing up to this point. The lower guys are struggling with this reversal to find their feet, going up and down, up and down. But if the clock prevails after hours, maybe the price direction would have been broken. That's not to say it's going to be the case. Our anything from the let me just quickly find that. From the weekly, having gone into sideways at one point, it was clear that the market wants to go in a direction. Whether it's going to end up there, that's a different story. If I look at the daily, even the daily at one point today, let me bring it into the picture here, the daily even went past T5 and T2. Right now it's pulled back into it, so it's technically in a narrow sideways. It could just close here, and then tomorrow could just continue, or it could turn the other way around. That's why we always say be mindful of the time frame that you are trading. If you're trading on the 1 hour 15 and it runs into your plan, that's why we've got plans in place to take care of the points that happen when the run of the bulls or the run of the bears is happening, so that you can scoot those points up. It's about 22 minutes past 5 at the moment. The market's closing in about 8 minutes time, and I'm leaving this trade for now for us to see where is it gonna go. I'm not gonna put a limit on it. I am going to handle this trade manually, unless it goes into overtime. I switch off. So if I'm in overtime, look, I've locked in my early bird special spread already. So if the market decides that it's going to run into more of a long position up to T2, T5 there or beyond after hours, that's not a big concern for me, because the spread's already been locked in. What is a concern is that I manage my trade, and the way that I'll be managing it is I will be checking when it goes into profit. It might mean that I need to stay a little bit beyond my computer, or as soon as it gets into profit, then I can put in a stop or a trailing stop, preferably a trailing stop if you're walking away from your computer. Let it manage the profits that you're already in, or because a stop is not really a good one. You can put your stop, for argument's sake, at 60 points, and the market could run up another, let's call it 140, so the market ran up all the way to 200 points positive. and then the market pulls back on you, and because you had your fixed stop in at 60, you don't utilize the other 140. Might just be better to get your price to move into the positive, and then letting it be managed with a trailing stop rather than anything else. You can see how trying it is at the end of the day. Sometimes the price just runs, other times the price is struggling. There's a lot of people that's trying to, at this point in time, set the market for tomorrow. They're trying to preempt where they're going to kick off tomorrow by pushing money here, pushing money there. Everybody is pushing a direction, and the slow growth that we're seeing over here is being driven from both sides. Some guys want to go up and other guys want to go down, but this position is going to stay open. My overall position is still in the profit, and I'll let it run for you, the video, until, let's see, it's another few minutes. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and pause this video so we can come back to it, so it's not this tedious, boring listening to Anton's commentary. Okay, let's see what happens the last 3 minutes. That was a nice bump. Let's place a bit of a buffer there just before the hour closed on us. Oh, saying sorry, it's too close, blah 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 blah. I'm going to put it at 40 just to safeguard us into the overtime position. I will handle this manually, let it run, make a Disney song out of it. You know what, 65 points is enough, done. 12 hours, I need to get going. Well, not really, still 2 minutes to go, but I decided this is it. 64 points is good.